At each commencement, our featured address is presented by one of our graduating students. Speaking to us today on behalf of our outstanding student group and all of our graduates is Ms. Misha Jameson from the College of Liberal Arts, who is receiving her Master of Science degree in Technical Communication today.
Hi, everybody. I'm Misha Jameson, and it is a tremendous honor to be with you this morning. This is an amazing, wonderful-looking group of graduates today. I love how diverse this school is. It just warms my heart every time I see this. I had such a great experience finishing my my bachelor's degree here at Metro State that I came back for a master's. Provost Gorst, President Arthur, administration, faculty, staff, and my fellow students, thank you so much for being the core of what makes this remarkable school so outstanding. Congratulations, fellow graduates. Thank you. Can you believe it? We made it. Difficult task. We have put in the work, and we have completed a life-changing goal today. I'd like to touch on 3 ideas related to the accomplishment of a college degree. Not just the work, but the help that we've had along the way, and the thought we have looking now into our future with this degree in hand. Those 3 things are embodied by the ideas of grit, gratitude, and joy. Now, a broad statement about a large group of people can be a risky thing, but this is true. Every person who is wearing one of these fabulous hats right now has accomplished a hard thing. Angela Duckworth is a psychologist and a researcher who wrote the book Grit. She says, "Grit is passion and perseverance for long-term goals. Grit is having stamina. Grit is sticking to your future day in, day out, not just for the week, not just for the month, but for years, and working really hard to make that future a reality." You also realize, I hope, that we did not accomplish this hard thing all by ourselves. We put in the work, but we had tremendous support of a whole community, family, friends, teachers. So think to yourself, who helped you get to this moment in your life? Who are you going to thank when this ceremony is over today? Gratitude, especially expressed gratitude, makes the world a better place. It just does. It's the opposite of entitlement. Gratitude is a positive connector to whatever or whomever it is that you're grateful for. Gratitude breeds joy. Joy, in my view, should be one of the primary goals of life. Think about this for a second. What are you really good at? What's your favorite thing? Whatever it is, it probably gives you some kind of joy. So how can you share that thing out into the world? You've all heard, do what you love. That's probably one of the most overused career statements these days. But think about it this way. So there probably aren't a lot of jobs that feature your favorite video game, but maybe you love video games because you can focus and concentrate better than anyone, and you probably love being in that zone. Find a way to use that in your work. What if you loved your math classes and you're amazingly good with children? That sounds like a teacher or a tutor or one of those cool people with lab coats at the Science Museum who freeze balloons for a living. I recently read that in the 1970s, the job-specific learning that came with your college degree would last about 30 years. These days, it only lasts about 5. That's how fast the world of information changes. But in addition to information, we have all just finished experiencing a whole universe of learning that does not show up in any course description. For example, Professor Juan Estrada Rivera taught me that what seems impossible is probably only really difficult. And really difficult things can be overcome with focus and determination, otherwise known as grit. From Professor Victoria Sadler, I learned that even the most obscure topics can be fascinating, and an annotated bibliography, if approached in a spirit of joy and sharing, can be a work of art. Professor Brian Nerney showed me and a whole class of people that simply expecting the best of someone can make them rise to the occasion just about every time. Brian's amazing. From Allison McGee and Suzanne Nielsen, I learned that every person has an individual voice, and that voice should be celebrated, not ever shut down. From Cassandra Moe, I learned that enthusiasm for your subject can be completely infectious. And finally, Professor Ann Aronson. She shaped so much of my experience at Metro State that this whole speech could have been based on her. She was my undergraduate advisor and my teacher for 3 classes, and she directed my work as her graduate assistant. And of all the things that I learned from her, I finally narrowed it down as I was trying to write this speech. Anne taught me, above all, to trust my gut. For that, I will always be grateful, and I hope that someone has helped you see that for yourselves as well. Thank you. So, think about how these people taught us so much more than just the information in their course descriptions. It's because they love teaching, not just the information they teach. They embody that love. You can feel it in their classes. Doing what you love, in some respect, is more than just career self-help jargon. It's a window into your own individual joy, which I believe we all owe the world. We are now in a position of privilege, and we owe the world to give back in a joyful way. Your job, your families, your community, they need the particular combination of blessings that come with you. Your new knowledge, your grit, your gratitude, and your very best served out to the world in a spirit of joy. We will all be better for it. Thank you.